Does Kevin Love have a point?
Wait, are you sure he wasn't talking about farm animals? I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe.
Skip, K-Love, I got a lot of love, got a lot of respect for him because he dealt with some issues and he got that resolved and he seemed to be on the path to being really, really good again, Skip. But Kevin Love out of his mind. Hell no, I don't agree with Kevin Love. Skip, fans did not create the term GOAT. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was Muhammad Ali that created the term GOAT, greatest of all times. And he said that because he says, I'm better than Jack Johnson. I'm better than Tunney. I'm better than...
He didn't go acronym GOAT, but he said, I'm the greatest
of all time.
He did. Right. He coined it.
Right.
I'm with you.
And he was saying all the previous great fighters that you might know, from Johnson to Tunney to Marciano, if you want to throw Joe Louis, Ray Robinson, I'm better than all of them.
He did, and he backed it up.
Backed it up. Skip Bayless, look, when we talk about these players know whomever the fans might determine who they believe is the GOAT. So whomever the target's on, that's what these next level players are going for. Okay, Jordan, whoever had the target, maybe it was Will or Kareem, Magic and Bird. Jordan said, I'm going to topple that. And so now it was Jordan. And you had all these other players, from LeBron to KD to Steph Curry to James Harden, says, I'm going to topple that. Skip, and it's just not, it might not just be for a professional athlete. I'm the GOAT at Savannah State. Ain't no athlete come through Savannah State better than me. I'm the GOAT. So there are GOATs in different fields, Skip. But Kevin,
you're lucky your big brother didn't go to Savannah.
Hey, I'd have been the GOAT at SC. I'd have took that title from him or George Rogers or Al Sharpton, whoever you want to say is the GOAT.
That's fair, in different fields.
But Skip, this is not a fans created this. You know one thing. You know Michael Jordan. I know him a little bit. Michael Jordan believed he's the greatest player of all time. It was reported, Skip Bayless, he told Kobe Bryant on the court, you can wear my shoes, but you will never feel them.
That's a good line.
Skip, who would say that if you don't think you the GOAT? LeBron James said, I'm the GOAT. After what I did going back to Cleveland, bringing them a title, I'm the GOAT. If you do not believe, Skip Bayless, that these guys go out there with that mindset, you, Skip, this is your favorite, Skip. I love to put him on True Sir, put him on a lie detector test. I would love to put Tom Brady on a lie detector test and ask him whether or not he thinks he's the GOAT. I would love for you to put Jerry Rice, when he tweets something, he normally hashtags it GOAT. What you think? What I mean? That ain't no fan created that. He believes that. That's how you get to that level, Skip. They believe they're the greatest. They believe they're special. That ain't no fan driven. That's them driven.
Skip?
I'm honestly not sure where to go with this one because I'm still not sure exactly what Kevin was trying to say because I'm not sure he was sure of what he was trying to say. Remember, he was on LeBron's show.
Yes.
LeBron happened not to be on that show.
True.
Well, we were filming.
I was wondering about that.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Skip,
He's a busy guy. He can't even be on his own show.
We were filming. We busy.
Fired a director, got to start over, got to miss some shots.
Skip, that's not necessary for you to take shots. This was about Kevin Love and what he said.
This was just cockamamie to me. This was Kevin Love getting swept up in what is a great barbershop-y kind of show where everybody's trying to outshot everybody else.
Right.
And I couldn't really even follow what he was saying because it got so loud that I'm trying to hear between the lines and I can't quite either hear it or ascertain where he's going with it. But let's go all the way to our fans, the ones born with the GOAT gene, because they are born to either love Jordan or love LeBron. That's where he's going. No, wrong.
Ingrained in you.
So
is he trying to somehow provide? He loves LeBron, and I don't
blame him.
I don't blame him either.
4 years, 4 finals, and a title.
Had a good thing.
7 years without LeBron, 0 playoff appearances.
He hasn't forgotten.
You know, LeBron with a whole lot of help from Kyrie did help Kevin win a championship. So, again, Kyrie hit the shot, but that's okay. So now back to this theory. It felt like Kevin was trying to maybe make an excuse for LeBron because he's just saying, well, some people are born to love Jordan and some people are born to love LeBron, so who cares? Let's just disqualify the whole debate, right? Because you can't convince them and you can't convince them.
Right.
Well, either them or them. Somebody's right.
Right.
And clearly, and here we go again, those who support Michael Jordan are dead right.
No, they're not. Skip, stop saying that.
So now we're back to, are you a born GOAT? Well, obviously, here's one thing that Michael and LeBron shared. They're both supremely gifted overachievers, both of them, because they worked hard. And again, Jordan didn't work as hard after he took 3 years off and went to Washington. But through the Chicago run, through the Bulls run, Jordan worked hard at basketball and at fitness. And obviously, LeBron works hard at fitness now to be able to do what he's hoped to do.
And basketball.
And basketball. Well, he does. He doesn't work as hard on defense, but he has in his career. He has worked hard. So I'm going to give both of them. They're both actually overachievers for their capabilities.
Right.
But listen, if you want to talk about natural-born basketball killer, that's Jordan. He was just born that way, and I don't think you can be taught it. I don't think you can be coached to be that. You can hone it yourself, but there's some fire that raged in him that I haven't seen rage in anybody outside of Muhammad Ali.
But Skip, for me, it's whether you're James Bond or John Wick. If the end result is the same, are you disappointed? James Bond had on nice suit, Brioni, of course, Turnbull Nassar shirt, suited and booted. Aston Martin. Normally, I think they got BMW, but I think they went back to the Aston Martin.
They did the last one.
Yeah. Okay, and now you got John Wick. Now he's driving an old school, maybe Chevelle. I think it's a Chevelle.
Charger.
Charger, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
shooting everybody in the head. Is really James Bond. He loving on the ladies. He playing baccarat. I mean, he doing it all. But if he have to put one in you, he will. It's the same thing. Skip,
James Bond rarely shot anybody.
He didn't want. Skip. He didn't want to. I mean, he killed Goldmine by shocking. Goldfinger.
Yeah.
The big nerds. Yeah.
I like this
But Skip, the thing is that I believe when you get a guy that's supremely talented, and you get a guy with supremely work ethic, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You get a Jerry Rice that's immensely talented, and we know his work ethic because it's legendary. You get a Walter Payton, you get an LT. Now, quarterback, Skip, it's funny how that worked. Because when you look at Tom Brady, you like, athletically, come on, Drew. The dude ran 5'2". The only position he's probably going to be able to play in the NFL is quarterback.
Yeah, and in post-game presentation, he's lame and he's cliched and he's all shucks, gee whiz. And you say, that guy can't be a killer. Yeah, he can be.
Yeah.
But we know how hard he works. Not just on his fitness, but he's more tubing and bands now as opposed to the iron weights. But when you get that, Skip, they're trying to accomplish something. There's someone out there. If someone tries to convince me that Tom Brady did not try and pass Joe Montana, I'm going to call him a lie. If you look at these great players that's coming up now, they're chasing something. Whomever they feel that, okay, that's the best player, I'm going after him. That's what they do. Fans don't create that, Skip. Fans can't create that in a player's mind. That's ingrained in you. Because the thing is, I've always tell people this. If you let a person know what makes you tick, then they can wind you up and make you tick when they want you to. If fans can make a player think that, fans, they're fickle. They boot. You change uniforms, then what? If you were great at one place and then they tell you a bum because you changed uniform and you let that sway you. Kevin Durant didn't. Look at all the boos he got, Skip. I can't believe you're a sellout. You went and jumped on a team that was already cooking. Kevin Durant said, so, watch this. 3 in your face, game 3. And the same thing again in game 3 the next year. No, that's in their that's Skip.
Okay.
That's in their mind, not the fans' mind.
All right. And why do I always tell you what is the key reason that Michael Jordan was ultimately better than LeBron James has been? Michael was born with more mental toughness than LeBron. And I know you don't like to hear it, but I can just show you there have been by superstar standards, too many meltdowns for LeBron. 2011 finals, then the game 1 of the 2018 finals going into overtime.
51-8-8.
Yeah, okay. Well,
JR
again,
melted down.
You saw what happened in overtime. Nothing happened in overtime.
Yeah, I remember it happened to a team.
And then go back and watch the tape of games 3 and 4 back in Miami during the 2014 finals when it was 1-1 against the San Antonio Spurs and see what happened to LeBron James. He just disappeared in those 2 games, and they ultimately got blown off the floor in the finals by a record finals margin.
Skip, he can't guard everybody that was hitting threes. threes. We had never seen anybody hit threes like that, Skip. And my thing was like, I'm saying when they go, ain't no way they can keep shooting like that. They can't keep shooting threes like that. They're going to go cold because you know, they're going to go cold eventually. And they didn't go cold.
LeBron James, worst superstar late game free throw shooter ever. There's never been anything worse than LeBron. It's mental toughness. And he has a lot, but he doesn't have remotely what Jordan had.
All I know is he the GOAT.
You're born with that.
All I know is he the GOAT.
That part you're born with?
Yep.
All I know is he the GOAT.
That part, I think.
That's all I know, Bron GOAT.
Kevin Love might hear that back.
He's a barnyard
and
animal. You can
change
have
No. You know what I'm talking about. You know the term that Ali.
One of these days, we're going to get struck by lightning on the
Big
set.
G, period. Big O, period.
Yeah.
Big A, period.
I hope
Big
this
T.
ceiling
We
can
don't need
withstand it.
any of that.
Goat man, goat man.
Man
No more
upstairs
goat
is going
man.
to say, Shannon, I just can't take this blasphemy anymore.
Can't do it anymore. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.